What is up, my aesthetic boys? It's Fresh, back with another video from r/quityourbs. On today's episode, we find out how losing lots of weight can get you out of a police ticket, and if we're lucky, we get to hear some maple leaf rag. Moon and Jupiter are in conjunction tonight. You can see both celestial bodies in one frame as well as Jupiter's moon. Last image captured with Skywatcher Evostar attached with Canon 1300D. I couldn't believe I had this beautiful shot. Hashtag the photo hour, at storm hour, at DLR next. And we got some shots of the moon with a plane in front of it. But the last shot is a composite, is it not? I mean, the contrails are too close to the aircraft, wrong pitch attitude, and gear down. Yeah, you might be into planes, you might be a pilot, and you can note these fancy kinds of things, but I knew it was fake because it looks fake as fuck. I mean, look at the picture. There's absolutely no way this is real. 1 star. I will never go back to this place. They watched me walk in and get all the way to the counter and then looked up laughing to tell me they were closed. By 3 minutes. They thought it was hilarious. I will drive to scribbly red redacted before I go back here. Look, you clearly came in after close. Our employees did not laugh, but actually nicely told you that we were closed at 6. You proceeded to have an attitude and stormed out. Everything is recorded, and we're more than happy to share the footage of what happened with anyone who asks. If you're going to show up after hours and expect service, then lie about what happens, then please go elsewhere. We don't want customers like you. Okay, quick correction on the owner's reply. They're not actually customers. They never bought anything. The car my elderly neighbor has driven since 1946. He apparently had his dad buy it as a graduation gift. That is a sick car and an even sicker 82,500 upvotes. Now, scrolling down, the top comment asks about mileage in the original engine and transmission, but someone comes in to hijack the top comment saying that this is actually their family's car and they can answer some questions, and they include photos for proof. OP's story is completely wrong and we have never met him. This is a 1941 Cadillac with only 45,000 miles on it. It was originally my great-grandfather's car. However, he had to leave it parked in a garage due to gas rationing during the war. After the rationing was over, it became his Sunday drive car. When he passed, the car was going to be sold, but my dad chose to pay for it with his inheritance instead. In fact, here are some photos of the engine and interior. It is the original engine, but with some parts refurbished. There's actually 2 zip ties holding something together. Wow, look at that. Fresh r/queer bullshit material in the wild. Neat. Make sure to include me in the screen cap. Now, I know that they didn't mean fresh as in fresh. They just meant it as new, just the adjective in general, but yeah, we can interpret it any way we want. Put my son's PS4 controllers in the oven last night to hide them so we'd go to bed. Didn't tell the wife, who then put the oven on this morning. Ooh. Ah, man, that does not look like something a quick reboot is gonna fix. Wait, how did she manage to do it last night when this image has been online for 2 days? Holy f***, they're time travelers. Never seen lightning like this in Scotland in my whole life. This is Fife tonight. Oh my god. Well, someone pissed off Thor a bit. 2,500 upvotes, fairly popular, 69 comments. Nice, except it's not nice. This is not Fife tonight. This is a long exposure stock photo, and they include the link to the stock photo. Also, it's the second image result for lots of lightning all at once. You absolutely love to see that. Let me take a second to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, ExpressVPN. You've probably heard about ExpressVPN before, but let me tell you a bit more about them. ExpressVPN was probably founded around 1840 by Theodore Express, and their mission has been the same every day since: protecting your data. They've been named the #1 VPN provider by TechRadar, and their premium servers make them faster than any of their competitors. Your data is protected by their trusted server technology that makes it physically impossible for Express to even store your data. I use ExpressVPN to watch Netflix UK, but you can use their ultra-fast servers in 94 different countries to unlock a host of regional content. Lucky for you guys, you can get 3 months for free. Find out how by going to expressvpn.com/fresh. Make your digital life safer today at expressvpn.com/fresh. Tuberculosis. TB spreads through the air when an infected person talks, coughs, or sneezes. According to the CDC, TB is the leading infectious disease, claiming 1.5 million lives each year and infecting 23% of the population. No mass hysteria, no stay-at-home orders, no shutdowns, no mandates. Now ask yourself, why? Well, for one, we have a tuberculosis vaccine. 2, there's less than 10,000 TB cases in the US every year, and so few deaths in the last decade that accurate numbers are difficult to find. 3, we have decades of understanding of the disease and spend literally hundreds of millions yearly to try and combat it globally, where it's still a large problem in third world countries. COVID is a new and deadlier than any other airborne disease we've seen in our lifetime. And even with lockdowns and extreme mitigation, hospitals are overflowing in high-impact areas. There's a reason experts are panicking. Stan Lee was a bigot. He said Peter Parker could never be gay, so stop with this Stan Lee worshipping. He not only refused to make Spider-Man queer, he also stated that Spider-Man should never be gay. If you continue to idolize him, then you are just as bad. He said Peter Parker shouldn't be gay because the character wasn't written with the intention to be queer. There's more to LGBTQ+ inclusion than just queer-washing already established non-queer characters. And also, Peter Parker isn't the only Spider-Man. Stan Lee created X-Men to show how we shouldn't be discriminate or be afraid of people just because they are different. That's whom you are trying to paint as a bigot. Sit your dumbass down. Damn straight there isn't just one Spider-Man. It's none of your damn business who Peter Parker's porkin'. When you realize you've never seen SpongeBob's backyard. Oh man. Well, SpongeBob fun fact, in the classic episode Naughty Nautical Neighbors, SpongeBob's backyard can clearly be seen. You might want to delete this official SpongeBob account. It's a yikes from me, dog. Most Jews do not like to admit it, but our God is Lucifer, and we are his chosen people. Harold Wallace Rosenthal. Is it still anti-Semitic when a Jew says it? 1. Yes, it is. 2. That's a fake quote. Rosenthal died 2 years before the alleged interview was published by a white supremacist. And 3, you're a dumbass. This man right here, Larry Johnson at 2 Larry Johnson 7, is well, he's a lot to unpack. I'm not going to comment on everything he said on Twitter, but here's a tweet where he blames Megan Thee Stallion for Tory Lanez shooting her in the foot. Not Tory Lanez, the one who shot her in the foot, but Megan, the victim of said foot shooting. Wickedness attracts wickedness, says he. On the plus side, the caption of "out of the mouth of a simp who I probably would have trucked in my playing days" is about as classic as it gets. My father is a waiter and looked down by my relatives. Now he is a multimillionaire, still having passion as a waiter. Why the hell would he be passionate about being a waiter? Oh, stop making shit up. Honestly, it's so unlikely that it's true, but it's bizarre and heartwarming and so many different emotions to think that there's someone out there who is passionate about being, actually no, sorry, let me rephrase. As they said, still having passion as a waiter. My sister accidentally caught this Pikes Peak proposal on camera. Oh, look at those small brown furry animals. Oh, that's so cute. What's not cute is you reposting and lying about whose photo it is. I checked reverse image search on Google in Karma Decay and I found nothing. Do you have proof? Yes, here it is. Posted a year ago. Damn. They tried to be sneaky by duplicating the image below and zooming in. That's pretty annoying. Fortunately, the original r/funny got over 100,000 upvotes, so no need to worry about being confused about OP here. Bought a new shirt last night at the butt crack of closing time. Get to the truck, get everything in the truck, start pulling off old shirt to put on new shirt. Gotta love sports bras and an empty parking lot. And this 19-ish-year-old kid starts around my truck squealing, "Ma'am, you can't change in the parking lot." The look on his face when I turned and he saw all my ink while Living Dead Girl is blasting from my speakers was priceless, but the stuttering was even better. Okay, maybe just this once, but end sentence and just walked away. I'm just glad I got to change in peace. That's right, I got to change in peace of a public parking lot because of my tattoos. This is a real thing that definitely happened. So my interesting night as I'm getting pulled over at 1 a.m. Officer, do you know why I pulled you over? No, sir. Probably because my headlight. Yes, and you were doing 47 in a 35. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize how fast I was going. Oh, it's okay. Can I have your license and insurance card? Yes, sir. Looks at my license, takes a second look. You have lost a ton of weight. Is that you? Yes, it is. What happened? How did you lose so much? I started busting my ass in the gym, and I had weight loss surgery about 15 months ago. How much have you lost? 270 pounds in less than 2 years. Kinda told him my background and why I wanted to change my life. Wow, you are an inspiration. Incredible. Thanks so much. I'll be right back. Okay, officer comes back. I'm not going to give you a ticket because you are so inspirational in such many ways, and God is going to bless you soon, and I bet the people around you are lucky to know someone like you. Be safe out there and get your headlight changed. Me, thank you so much. This made my night. Couple tears coming down my face. Hashtag police officers matter. Sure, it's a lot to unpack, but I'll give it a go. It's a flex about how much weight he lost, combined with excruciatingly unnecessary detail of every okay and thank you sir that was exchanged that fateful eve, add in some unnecessary religious innuendo, and top it all off with a hashtag intended to support police, but in this context it kinda only seems like the guy is grateful the cop didn't ticket him for breaking not one, but 2 laws. Yikes. Union soldiers raped and murdered slaves during their march south. This is fact. It was slaves who protected their masters' homes and belongings while they were off at war. The South did not fight to defend slavery. If they did, then the question comes up, against what? The South didn't fight to defend slavery? I take it you've read 0 articles of Confederation documents, right? Maybe it's just a typo and you meant the South did fight to defend slavery. Oh. Sorry, it was a different time and everyone was doing it. That ain't gonna cut it this time. Your daily reminder, if we take a look at some of the articles of secession that were published by seceding states, on February 2nd, 1861, Texas declared its decision to be, quote, based upon the unnatural feeling of hostility to these southern states and their beneficent and patriarchal system of African slavery, proclaiming the debasing doctrine of equality of all men, irrespective of race or color, a doctrine at war with nature, in opposition to the experience of mankind, and in violation of the plainest revelations of the divine law. This was about slavery.